Okay, this is a reverse update on my garden. I'm going to show you all the problems I'm having with my garden right now that are my fault because neglect. See all these little brown spots? This watermelon plant, these are my newest ones. That one with the shirt mulch is working a lot better than the rest. The rest have a bunch of weeds all around them and inside of them. But I'm not going to pull the weeds, I decided, because that's a lot of trouble. I'm just going to water them and not treat the disease that they have, the mold, whatever that is, downy mold or something. I looked it up, but it's the middle leaves that have it more than the outside ones, but it's spreading pretty good. And these are 10 Congo watermelons that have this stuff. I think they'll be alright later, probably. They'll grow out of it. And there's 10 sugar babies that have the same. These are over here are 13 cantaloupes. They have some kind of other kind of disease. But here's some little spots on the leaves. The middle one's this plant died, but I sprayed them with bleach. That might have killed it, the leaves. But I kind of hope these plants don't die because there's lots of cantaloupes in them. It's got like pretty good density, fruit density in there. But they all have the little spots on it now, so they might die. There's an abortion right there. These are that used to have mold on it, but I sprayed it and it's coming back. This zucchini plant here has mold and a weird disease on it, so it's got a double whammy. And it's also a gay plant. Doesn't make any females, it's all males in there. It's a sausage fest in there. But yeah, that plant is a homo. So there's a bunch of watermelons. These other watermelons have that disease too, but they have watermelons on them. Luckily, I ate a bunch of watermelons. See where the weeds are the most is where my plants are. It's weird because where my plants aren't, the weeds are worn down on my feet. Here's my homestead tomatoes. They have some kind of things on their leaves, and the wind blew them all over. It's been so windy. Like a lot of my tomato plants are messed up now. I don't know if they're messed up, but they're shifted. This one right here blew over. Still alive, still has tomatoes in it. Heirloom tomatoes. I can't wait to try some of those. I've never had an heirloom yet, but one of them's almost ready. And that one blew over too. Homestead. It's got the brown stuff on it, but still got tomatoes. Hopefully I'll get to eat some of those. All inside of here, there's watermelon plant. You can't really see it. There's even watermelons in there, but you have to go searching for them. They're probably going to be ripe soon. There's a watermelon plant there. Here, I looked for one. The tendril is dry, almost ready. I've been eating a lot of watermelon anyway, so I really don't care about them anymore. I ate so much that it ruined it for me. Not really. I want some right now. I could eat it. Okay. Here's some of the ground cantaloupes. The first ones, there's cantaloupes in those weeds, but you can't really see them that well. I ate one off the ground yesterday, and it was delicious. And it was on a plant that only had one cantaloupe. But as you can see, the weeds are hiding a lot of stuff, and I think it's all right. These are doing good. They're not diseased like the other ones are. The other ones have a lot more fruit though than those. There's my squash that had mold and stuff. It looks like it might come back or it might die. Here's a zucchini that's moldy. It's got powdery mold and it blew over. These are two zucchini plants that have powdery mold on them too, and they have the little sprouts on the side, the little side shoots. I never trimmed them, so it's like they're going all crazy in there and they're all spindly and dying. But it's got a bunch of big old zucchini in there, more than I can eat. so that's why I'm not really caring about them. I give away lots of zucchini, so that's the reason I'm neglecting. I built a brim around them and weeded them, so that's good enough. Okay, so over here is my one of my favorite plants that got wind damaged. The wind blew some vines down and the leaves look kind of bad. The stem's turning brown. It's a yellow cherry tomato, delicious. Delicious. Those are so good. Here's another cantaloupe plant over here, and it's had powdery mold for a long time, and I never did spray them or treat it, and it looks like it doesn't mind having it. Looks like it's okay. Like it looks like it's doing okay. There's not that many fruit on it though. I think that's because the ants in the. Here's a clipping, a sucker that I planted of my yellow tomato, and it was doing so well. It was growing fast and big, and it was getting as big as the first one. But then something's eating it. Look, I just noticed it today. I was like, oh damn. So I look around a little bit, and I find it pretty fast. It's a big old caterpillar, that one, and I kill it, viciously kill it. I stomped it. Look at it. Its mouth's still moving. Here's another sucker from that pruning. It's got some kind of disease on it. Yellow cherry tomato. Weeds everywhere. Eggplants covered in aphids and ants. Something's eating them, I think, now, because there's holes in the leaves. But it's got a lot of flowers and it's still growing. There's aphids right there. Ants. There's lots of aphids, like a lot. They're everywhere. There's lots of ants too, drinking their turds. But I decided I don't care about the eggplant because I don't know. It's my trap plant. I'll just consider it that. It's making eggplants. So I don't know, I'll just let the aphids eat. I don't care. I killed them one time, they came back. Nicotine evaporates too fast. I'll use 7 or whatever, but I don't care. Look, this is the this thing is getting big. It's a cherry tomato plant. It hasn't gotten diseased yet. I don't know what this is. It was on the ground. It has weird flowers. I don't know why I'm showing it. Yeah, there's another zucchini that's got the mold. I'm probably spreading it more, but it's got zucchinis in it. Heirloom tomatoes. These are the ones that I'm most concerned about. Not concerned, but anxious about, that I want to eat. Look, that's a purple Cherokee. It's got a weird shape to it, but there's quite a few in there. They're off. The vines are falling down. I didn't really tie them up. I tied that cage down to a pipe to keep it from blowing over, but this was a Mr. Stripey. I never did prune the suckers off this one, so it's kind of bushy, and it broke in half. Half of it fell down. So I should really prune up in there to, like, I don't know. I'll taste this one here first and see if it's worth it. If it's worth the trouble or not. Mr. Stripey is what that one is. This is a Black Prince, and it's doing the best out of anything. It's got fruit all up and down it. Clusters one that's turning a color. That means that I can eat it soon. First heirloom tomato I'll ever eat, if I get to eat it. Here's my melon hill. I picked some 2 big watermelons and 3 big cantaloupes. No, 2 little watermelons and 3 big cantaloupes off of it. And it's still got a bunch of growing on it. New cantaloupes are growing on it. Still got 2 watermelons on it. On the other side, it's got a bunch of old cantaloupes on it that are almost ready. But I'm not that excited about that one because I just ate like 3 of them the last 2 days, and I'm I need to stop that. Look. Damn it. This is that black cherry tomato. It never did do anything. But it is where the hose has to like bump it a lot, and something's eating it. I don't even care about that black cherry. Celebrity, two celebrities. Those tomatoes are gonna be ready, and they're good. I love those celebrity tomatoes. A few cuttings. I don't know about if I'm gonna bother with those. Look, that one sucks. That one is a yellow cherry tomato. Aromas of different kinds.